What up, everybody? We're gonna let a little bit of people join in. I gotta wait for my co-host to join. And we'll be good. Let's go. We live, baby. Here we go. What's up, man? How's your audio?
What's up, bro?
Huh?
Good. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you, brother. Can't hear you.
Can't hear me at all.
All right. We got time. We got time.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's my end. Hold on.
You got your volume up?
What? How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Are you connected to anything?
With the damn technical difficulties again.
Are you connected to anything?
All right, hold on. Let's see here real quick.
Anybody watching, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello.
Check on your end.
I am.
Do you have your mic hooked up to your phone? No,
Nope.
just straight phone?
Straight phone.
Make sure you have any Bluetooth device disconnected.
Can you hear me now?
I'll do the same on my end.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Perfect.
Cool. Okay,
Loud
so
and
I
clear.
had my camera on for like to check the video quality, like how it's gonna look. And I guess if you have it open in the background, it's still running the microphone. I don't fucking know.
I got you.
What's up, Steven?
What up, Steven? What's up, Kato? Bro, let's start the show. Let's get it going. We got 2 people watching. Hold on, let me make sure if it's. I didn't make sure if it was public or not.
Hopefully. Let me see if I can share it. Yeah, it's public. I can share it.
All right, go ahead and share it. Let me see.
I'll drop it in groups because I don't think you can do it.
No, go ahead and do that.
I don't have very many groups on this profile though, so.
Well, baby, it's not about the quality. It's about the it wasn't that about the quantity. It's about the quality.
Facts.
There you go. Guys, we are not on Restream. You guys can hear me pretty well, right?
Dude,
from right here.
It's so perfect. Like this is like we're back, baby.
We're back.
I love this shit. We're back, baby.
Yeah. Why change it, right? Why change it?
Gotta cut out that negativity, baby.
Hold on real quick. Go ahead and share it.
What's up, everybody? I hope y'all have had a great day. We're still trying to get started.
All right, you know what I'm gonna ask, right?
How was my day?
How was your day, baby?
Okay, so my day was actually really good. It was the busiest day we've had in a minute. Like I had a day last week where I got the same amount in tent install sales, but also we did only 3 vehicles. I did like 4 or 5 that day. But
today you had.
Yeah, I had a Bronco. It was just the 4 doors and the eyebrow, which took me like not much time, but I was going slow and like I was filing the edges and everything, made it look really nice. And then had a minivan, a Honda Odyssey, which I want one so bad because they are so nice. I really want a Chrysler Pacifica, but an Odyssey would be just as good.
That's what I've been telling my wife. Okay, bro. Hold on. Let's start the intro. I think we went too fast on that.
Oh yeah.
Let's start the intro. What's up, everybody? And welcome to the Dark Truth with your boys Shady J and JB. Let's get it. All right. So again, that's awesome, dude. That you had a badass day. You texted me earlier. I asked you earlier, like, how was your day? You had like 3 vehicles, right? You had that Pacific.
Oh. Well, I had the Bronco, and then I had the Honda Odyssey. It was the full thing with the windshield. which took me about 2 hours, which is, I mean, decent time. But I've never bottom loaded a van before, and I highly recommend it on any of them because, dude, I used to struggle so bad with that back section that's like, it's bulked out and shit.
Yeah.
And once I hadn't had a van since I learned bottom loading. So once I learned bottom loading and saw that, I was like, oh man, I'm so ready to try this because it's got the weird curve at the bottom too.
Yeah.
So like when you two-stage, you got a whole bunch going this way and a whole bunch going this way. And dude, bottom loading it just went smooth in. And I mean, it was a little different taking it apart because you had to pop the panel, pull the thing off, pull the sweep, which is different than just pulling the top and pulling the sweep. And then the windshield was just, I mean, super, super easy, you know, because it's basically flat. I had a little bit of an issue with it because it was a 60-inch roll and I had to like move it around to cut it. I didn't pre-cut it like I usually do. And it was actually the very end of the roll. And I ended up creasing a little part at the top, but I was able to move it to where it was out of the, you know, dot matrix, man. And I was like, whew. If I wasn't able to do that, dude, I would have been pretty pissed for the day.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Because this one started messing up.
They're
No. I'm on this one. She's asking me which Wi-Fi I'm on. Because I bought like a specific one, but but anyways, so then after the van, you know, it went swimmingly or whatever, and then I had it goes from 2019 Honda Odyssey to a 2005 Dodge Ram dually that's just dirty as shit. You know, it goes from like a newer vehicle that's clean to just this work truck, man. And I did the back glass and there was just sparkles all across it when I did it. And I was like, damn it. And I mean, I prepped it real good and everything, but it just, all the shit fell down, I guess. So the second time I did it, I just made it, you know, to where it was a little easier install.
Was it from the roof of the facility you're in, or was it?
No, it's just from the inside of the truck. Because there was because you know the headliner on those, dude, they start just dusting off. And I guess when I did my final pass, I hit the headliner, and dude, I guess it went all on the glass. And when I sprayed it, I mean, it's just one of those things that happens, and you go, well, fuck, I should have paid more attention.
Got it.
And so I just ripped it. Right. And so I just ripped that shit off. And I was like, man, I just got to redo it.
I like how you diffused it. You're like,
I didn't hear it.
No. I said it must have been a stripper's car.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, yeah. The work. Definitely a work truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how we're starting this show today. We're fucking wild over here. By the way, we're wild in Nebraska, baby.
Yeah.
Home of fucking the Superman.
I see that badass logo.
The Ed Munster himself. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my man. It's
Let's
been
go.
Past fucking 3 fucking days. We've been knocking it out. Dude, it's been fucking awesome, dude, being out here, hanging out with Big Brother. I mean, I have a big brother, but I guess I got a new big brother now. Oh, I mean, we've been in the chats, man. In the chats with the next one's up, next one's baby, and he's been a very, very consistent commenter on the next one's up, man.
Yes.
So, dude, I just want to introduce him, guys. Come on, Ed, coming to the show, man.
Dude, Ed Mundt, everybody, Munster Tint and Vinyl. What's up, bro?
Hey, brother.
What's up, dude?
So
welcome to the show.
Walk us through our topic today. Well, the topic we're going to start off with and then end up with some other thing. But let's start off with the topic that we're going to start off with today.
Okay, first off, I want to say fucking love Ed to death. He came down and hung out with me. I think it was last year. It's been a little bit over a year. But, dude, kicked it for the weekend. We did a little bit of work at the shop, but mainly we just drank beer and hung out and ate good food, man. So y'all did more than we did when it came to work, but the kicking it, dude, the having fun is just like, that's the best part. So fucking love you, Ed. Thanks for coming on the show. It's the best time because y'all are just with each. This is the first in-person guest we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
So this is
this
is awesome.
I think this beats the whole internet thing. I think this is what we should do.
Oh, yeah.
Go to people's shops,
Bro.
and do them right there.
I'm so down. We just have to get it funded, dude. If we could be a traveling podcast and go to shops and shit, that'd be so fucking fun.
I mean, it doesn't.
That'd be so dope.
You just don't have to go over there and work.
Right.
But Ed, I know before we get on the topic, I'll let Ed introduce himself and what he does, where is he from, and then everything. Ed, tell the people where you're from, who are you, and all that stuff.
I'm from York, Nebraska, a pretty small town. It's right on I-80 and Highway 81, the two major highways that go north and south and east and west. I've been tinting for over 20 years. After I lost my dad, I went on my own, started my own business full-time, and haven't looked back. I do window tint, Lux light wrap, commercial film, residential film. I've got a Muto printer and a laminator, so I can do all kinds of different stuff.
So if anybody needs any of that shit done, Munster Tint and Vinyl up here, give them a shout, dude. Because I've gotten a couple things like a tinner brand banner, and then I've got a tinner brand door panel cover and a couple other things. I got a keg from him once with a Shady J wrap, which we still need to. When I get my new logo, we still need to do that.
Yep.
But anything vinyl and signage that you need sent, he can handle that shit. He can print it, laminate it, reflective if you want it, anything you're wanting, dude, let him know, because he's got some cool shit. His inventory is like, it's always top.
Is that you ever seen like the popular kid in town?
Right.
Him.
Dude,
I
bet.
Everywhere we're going, like, hey, Ed, this is my friend Johnny from Houston. Everybody's like, I bet you're hating the weather. I'm like, I've been the cool kid just being with him.
Right.
And we've been playing around with the whole Mexican and Nebraska shit. That's just,
oh, dude, yeah.
You know me. I've been playing with. I go along with it. I'm like, what's up?
I love it. I love it, man. And I love it.
No.
Like seeing y'all hanging out and fucking eating good food and working and laughing and shit, man. It just brightens up my day, man. Like today, I was watching the videos y'all were sending, or even yesterday, like this past week, the whole week. Like seeing y'all's videos, interacting, having fun, working, drinking, eating, fucking making homemade potato chips. Oh my God, dude, they look so good. Like I wanted some so bad, dude.
All you gotta do is come here, dude. I'll make them for you.
I'll be there next month. Well, technically it'll be in April. It'll be the 1st, but I'll be coming that way after we leave the Autobahn conference and taking that detour, because we're going to come kick it, at least for the day. So we're going to do that for sure. I can't fucking wait. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun.
Dude, it's been awesome just being here, man, working with him, learning. I mean, I learned how to bottom load with a mayonnaise sprayer today. I mean,
yes.
I'm almost curious to take it home. Bro, he did it like in fucking
man.
Like I want to see this guy compete, but that's up to him.
Right.
Happen him up. No, guys, in the comments, guys, we're going to go over a nice little topic. We're probably going to shed some tears. Maybe not. I mean, who knows? This is the dark truth, baby. We don't have no fucking filter. I
might cry a little bit. We'll see.
So, Ed, I know, like, we didn't rehearse this. We don't rehearse our shows. We just whatever our feeling. And in today's episode, we're talking about trauma, right? And trauma and healing through trauma.
Right.
Now, Katie, walk us through a little bit of your experience with trauma.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of keep it on a general basis, but also throw in a little bit here and there. But, okay, so when it comes to, like, trauma, like when it comes to, like, in my case, mental trauma, when it's, like, growing up and stuff like that, you know, I don't ever really think about it until it surfaces in my life now. Like back then, I didn't even know what I was going through. And I'm sure this is with most people, right? Because you don't really understand things when you're a kid. So when you start to grow up and get older and you start to see more things and hear more stories, stuff like that, you start to realize the stuff, like raising my children and seeing how I interact with my kids and how I remember being interacted with as a kid. It reminds me of like, don't do some certain things, right? So like, I didn't really have the greatest dad growing up. Like, I'm not bashing him or nothing, but he was just a hard worker. He worked his ass off, poured concrete, went to work at 5:30 in the morning, came home at like 6 at night, but it was always in a bad mood type shit. Never really reached out to like engage with me that I remember as a kid, you know, like, hey, come outside and do this, come outside and do that or whatever, you know what I mean? So whenever my kids ask me now, like, hey, Dad, come play with me, I kind of go, I have to, you know, because it's not that I feel like I have to. I have to for sure. But it's like I missed out on feeling that from my dad, right? So I would rather do that than not, than just sit in my room, play video games like I usually want to when I get home, right? I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go play fucking Ninja Turtles outside, or throw the boomerang, or hit the baseball, you know, shit like that, right?
Hold on. But when you're Ninja Turtles, who are you? You Donatello? You're Michelangelo?
I'm whoever my son tells me I am. I don't get to pick, bro. I don't get to pick.
You have to be Mikey.
Listen, you can ask Ed. He met my son, and he knows that I don't make any of those decisions. He picks it. He picks it, and I have to do it.
But I mean, not to interrupt you or anything, but like, I think healing through the trauma is making up the time that you didn't have with your pops.
Exactly. That's where the whole, this is where the whole be who you needed thing came from, man, honestly. Because like, this is like my healing of that trauma. It's never going to go away. It never will. Like, that's one thing. Trauma doesn't go away. It always peeks its fucking head in every once in a while. And it'll pop in and say, hey, and remind you of shit. But you don't have to stay in that. You know what I mean? You can, it doesn't define you, but you can grow from it. Or it can help you build who you are. It's not like a poor me, I had a shitty childhood, boo-hoo for me, give me sympathy. It's a, this is what happened, and this is what I'm doing now to not correct, but kind of get through those feelings of that trauma. Like, because, I mean, even as simple as like my son giving me a hug saying, I love you. Like, that shit just, bam, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It hits. Because I never really felt obligated to do that as a child, you know? So it's like, seeing that now is fucking awesome. It's the best thing. And it's like, it's not even a bad thing. Like, people think of it as like a, oh, well, you're getting emotional about it, but it's a good emotional, right?
You're proud.
It's a holy shit, it's different than it was for me type thing. So being able to do that doesn't heal shit, but it gets you through it. You know what I mean? So there's that.
But also too, like, part of the process of healing is putting it out there, bro. Like, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
You put
right.
There right now, that's awesome, dude. Like, my trauma is, bro, dog. Like, but it didn't keep me from coming to this country, bro.
Yeah.
No, but it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Like, it's a joke just to lighten up the mood up. I'm gonna
right.
But
good.
No, not to laugh.
I love y'all.
Your situation, dude. I'm making fun. I'm holding back tears. What you just said.
Right.
Like, that's awesome, dude. Like, you. I mean, I appreciate you fucking putting that shit out there, dude. Like,
always.
I mean, you got some you want to say about?
You can never heal unless you get it off your chest.
Yep.
That's the healing process. It may never completely be, you know, it's like an accident if you got a cut from here to here and they stitch you up.
Right.
It's back to normal, but you've got that scar for life. It's just like trauma. It's a scar that's not a visible scar, but it's in here and it's with you every,
right.
You know, and if there's things you can do to heal that trauma or hide it as much as possible so it doesn't bother you and come back into your life, that's what makes it better.
But this is the thing, dude, I ran away from it so long, you know what I'm saying? Until it just got to a point where it's like, it couldn't hide. I couldn't hide from it in a way anymore. You know what I'm saying? With anything, when it comes to anybody with trauma, not just me specifically, like any trauma, like it will catch up to you eventually. And once it does, it's up to you to either work through it or give up for it. Like you give up to it and you boo-hoo me and poor me or whatever, and you don't get through it. You keep progressing, and you just feel like it's like an unsurmountable hole you have to dig out of, right? Like it's just something that you can't get over. But then you get like somebody extends their hand to get you out of it, or they throw you a ladder or something, and you get like one piece of advice and you're like, holy shit, I never realized that. This is something that I've needed to know for forever. You know, like even a small thing like Jessica commented, said, you're the best dad. Like that shit is one of those things, like it's a reminder, and I appreciate stuff like that I am doing good.
Yeah, brother, you're doing a phenomenal job, because every time I call you, you're like, hey bro, let me call you. Like if you're busy with it, I can hear you kicking. Y'all play kickball and shit, and y'all play catch and shit. Like, and that's those benefits you get whenever you're not like. I guess I can't put an excuse of not being like. I mean, I've been here for like 3 days, and fucking I see him and his son. Their relationship is like it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's Parker is a good kid, and I can tell he has good parents that raised him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just come later. Sometimes they might not come right now. They're young. They don't understand stuff like that. You know what I mean? They just think that this is normal. But once they're older, the thank yous will come later, and I think that's when you'll properly heal. Whenever they show you gratitude to what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Dude, that's fucking awesome. I'll give you a little trauma in my life, and I talked to Ed about it. My trauma was prison. And I talk about it too much on the show, but this is dark truth. Mine was fucking losing sleep over fucking don't know who you're gonna fight that day. What are you gonna do? You know, it's just a bunch of shit that goes on in prison. I mean, it's not all bad. You know, I had to stay in the little courses that they would offer just to get out of the cell. You know what I mean? Like anything I could do just to get out. But some of the stuff still like it fucks with me. And, you know, I probably cope with it with drinking, or I probably cope with it with distracting me like video games or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm always trying to stay distracted. Window tint has been, and I'm not trying to bring the window tint or the industry involved in it, but window tint has been the people who accept me.
Yeah.
You know how it is. I'm not trying to put your business out there, but like, it's like that's where cutting out the negativity comes from.
Yep.
Is like, bro, it doesn't matter what you've been in your life. It doesn't matter what you do in your life. If you find something that accepts you and you're good at it, then I feel like that's my healing process. Being invited to Nebraska, being invited to California, being invited to a lot of places, it's like, for a felon like me, even though you guys see the nice guy that I am now, you know, like I've became this because of you guys. I became this because I'm like, holy shit, there's a group of people that do the same shit as I do, and we fucking relate, even if you're not a felony or not. Go ahead.
But you didn't. It didn't make it revealed that part of you. That's a huge difference. It didn't make that. It was always there. You can't just make that. Like that's always got to be there, right? Your good part, your good side of you. Like it's always there. So it drew it more out of you than created it, in my opinion, you know.
But what I'm going to say is when you're always rejected and then you get 10 people who accept you, you don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to lose that because you're always rejected and you're always like, no, you can't work here because your background. We're like, man, it's been like fucking 10 years already.
Right.
And I can't get over it sometimes. You know what I mean? There's days where like today is like Wednesdays, you know, this is our therapy and we fucking put it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, you know what? Like, I'm not the guy I used to be. I'm a total different person than I used to be. You know,
Right.
I'm still crazy as fuck, but I'm not.
Haters.
Hey, you don't. Hey, don't lie around Ed, bro.
I'm more grateful with life. You know, I'm more grateful in life knowing that there's people out there that are willing to like put their hand out there and say, "Hey, Johnny,
yeah, for sure.
over here, dog. Like, come do this, come do that." You know, like that. That to me is like that's my healing process of the whole thing. Being like a little speck in society, like in our window tint, like to put it like I'm a speck, like I'm something you gotta fucking chisel out or redo, you know what I mean? But this time I'm a chiseler, like I gotta somebody would chisel me right, you know what I mean? That's my wife. I want to give props to my wife about that, dude, because she's the one that when she found me, she saw something like that. Then she put some work into me, boy. You know, and
yeah,
grateful. I'm very, very grateful for my wife for doing that, dog. And it's like, on top of that, I got an industry that has my back. Like, hey, we might not agree, we might disagree, but we're family, and like all families, like, dude, we're gonna see each other. We're all gonna sit on the same table. We might as well just fucking get over it. And if you can't get over it, I respect it. You know what I mean?
right.
And dude, I'm just grateful. Ed, you want to give a little story about that, or
which one you want to go with?
Well, fires, good. I like that
Fire's
one.
Good.
Fire's good.
Right.
Fire's always good.
It's been about 19 years ago. I was working on a truck when I was working full time as an auto tech. It was a mud truck. We were trying to get it running, and the needle and seat stuck in the carburetor. It dumped a whole bunch of fuel down the carburetor and had MSD. And when that thing backfired, it blew a ball of fire out of the top of the carburetor and burned this side of my face and the whole right side of my arm. I spent 5 days in the burn center in Lincoln. I really felt terrible about it, and they told me, you got to get up and walk around. If you're not walking around, you're not going to get out of here. Well, the moment I walked around the corner, I seen this little kid. Him and his family were on vacation, and he was running after a ball his sister threw, and he tripped on a stick and he fell into the fire. I looked at that little boy and I thought, I got pretty damn good. It's
right.
You know, and that was a healing process, and that's half the reason I shave my head yet today, because during the summer my head gets real hot where it got burned on this side of my ear. A lot of times it'll be real hot. I deal with that during the summer, but you know, that was kind of a healing process getting through that. And I still, you know, there's a lot of trauma in there when you get off an ambulance and you go into a scrub room and they basically put you under and they scrub your skin with basically Clorox and water to get all the crap out of it. Man, that ain't no fun.
Let me ask you a question, Ed. Like, with that happen to you, like how long did it take you to come back to that? Like, come back to working?
I was off for almost 2 full weeks, and then I went back to light duty. I basically sat in the office, ran the computers, and did real light work. You know, nothing to get any part of my face or my arm dirty because of infection.
Right.
You know, I had to wrap it it was almost a good month and a half before I was completely over it. And then even after that, it was probably another month before it was completely healed up.
Now, let me ask you, happened during work?
Yes, happened during work.
Did you get compensated for it? No, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, hold on. I had a homie in college. His name was Georgie, which we'll get into that later. He was a Hispanic dude from Texas, so it's fucking great. So he had this phrase that he always used for like figuring out a way to make money off of accidents, and it's called he would always say, hit him with that settlement. Like he'd be like, hey, your porch falls off, hit him with that settlement. He'd like, you can get that money. He'd be like, a dog bites you while you're on your own property and they don't have a leash, hit them with that settlement. Like he would just do one of it was always so funny to me, man. But yeah, you got to get compensated for that for sure, because that's yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so but yeah, so like when it comes to even like physical trauma like that, like something bad happened physically, but it also affects you emotionally, right? Or mentally too, because you're like, fuck, now like next time I'm around an engine, maybe you feel a little bit more hesitant, right, than normal.
That was my question. That's where I was leading up to.
Yeah.
What was your coming back to full employment where you had to get down and dirty again on the engine?
It was probably about a month and a half. Then I was back at it full time again. Still scared. I'm still scared to lean over a carburetor. I'll never put my head over one again. Never.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
About 3 months after that accident, we had a customer call and her car wouldn't start, and we went up and went to jump start it. And most people don't know, but the old 3800s and the GM cars, they were notorious for the fuel pressure regulators going bad. And we went to hit the start button, and there was full of fuel in the intake, and it backfired on that one and blew an intake completely apart.
Holy shit.
So it went all the way out the back door.
So did it bring back like?
It brought flashbacks back. Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
Scared the shit out of me.
What happened? Uh-oh. Shady service again. Something happened.
Uh-oh.
Is this the segment of the show where I don't know, I don't see no more. Oh, you know what? You muted your mic. You muted your mic. Well, this is the segment of the show, guys, where we try to figure out Shady's audio problem. Oh, God.
He's gone.
He's gone. Well,
Shady has vanished.
Shady is being shady right now, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We're doing good, but no, dude, that was awesome what you said, man. It's like, yeah, I can experience. Like when I see a cop behind me, I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like, don't fucking run my plates. Don't fucking run the plates. But I mean, it's one of those things. But I mean, again, it's like I've overcame that. That shit happened like 10 years ago. I do still have like some kind of fucking, I want to call it PTSD over it. You know what I mean? Something that it's not something I would want anybody else to go through all that. But the good thing is when you have an industry and you're good at something, like, again, I'll say it again, like, it's just awesome, man. It's like that little part of it just heals you. Like, it heals you and it continues healing you. So, yeah, she said, yes, you do. So my wife, she knows not to wake me up at night. All right, he's back. Go ahead and, let me see here. Shady J, here we go. All right. All right, back in action. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so some spam fucking number called me. I hit decline, and then there goes the audio. You know how that goes.
So I'll tell you on the next one, we had our segment of Shady losing audio.
Not the fucking Shady service segment, bro. Without me, damn it.
No. So when you do that, you got to put on no disturb. Like, you got an iPhone, just hit the no disturb button, and then that's happened to me before on the show. Don't do it now.
Oh,
there you go.
My bad.
There you go. All right. So overcoming things. What do you want to do from here? Do you want to put in the comments, have somebody share something, and we can go over it, or what do you want to do?
They can. I mean, if anybody has any questions or anything in the comments, I haven't been looking at them at all, man, because when we do it, okay, so when it's just me and you, like, and not another person that we have to, like, Ed's there, I get that, but I mean, like, merging 3 things, it gets wild as fuck. So it's so much easier this way, and I love it so much more, so I don't ever pay attention. So if anybody say anything in the comments that I missed or that we need to talk about, let us know.
Dude, why do I feel like we're on the 70s show? I don't know. From my end, there's a bunch of smoke just blowing.
Well, I mean, because y'all are sitting there.
Like,
hold on, let me get some smoke rolling. Hold on.
We're like in the basement right now. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Like, we need that little.
Hold on. Do you wanna go ahead and do the giveaway? You wanna do it right now?
Yeah, let's do a group. What did Steven says? What's your greatest personal triumph in life? Describe one situation or point in time. So, let's let our guests Let's let our
Yeah.
guest.
What you
Do
want?
that one.
So he wants to know
You do
what's
that one.
a personal triumph.
Probably start my own business.
Fuck yeah.
After I lost dad, that's when I went on my own.
Dude, I remember those conversations, and we had a lot of them. And before you went on your own, we talked a lot about how, you know, it was going to be hard and how it's going to be, you know, something that you've thought about doing, but you were just never, like, you never wanted to do it, right?
Never had that.
And seeing you do it, especially whenever, you know, your dad passed away, and then everything, you know, what happened when he said those things to you, that was like, once you started doing it, and I'm seeing, and everybody, I don't know if y'all know, but he's been killing it, dude. And ever since then, I mean, he's taken over he used to do just weekends, still killed it. And now he's doing full time, man, and just murdering it, dude. And like, that's like
We say that Moonlight Tinner. Can we get a Dark Truth shirt with Moonlight Tinner on it?
Moonlight Tinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who does it on the side, like the guy who does it, got a full-time job, and he does it on the side.
Oh, weekend gig guy.
Does it in the moonlight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go, hold on. I don't want to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
Vinny had said something.
Yeah.
He lost his father on his wedding day 18 years ago, and he doesn't and don't think
You'll never.
It's hard.
The feeling.
One of those things is hard that whenever you're in your wedding, you're supposed to enjoy it, and then you get the bad news, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, man. But this is the thing, like, you might not ever get over those feelings, but you have to remember the good things. And so it's still feelings, but you have to think about we'll get to that. But you gotta remember those good things, right? Like the times that were great, because I haven't lost many people very close to me that I was like raised by, or, you know, people that I remember whenever I was a kid, or even, you know, a close relative like my parents or my grandparents. Well, I mean, I've lost a couple grandparents, but we weren't as close, right? So it's always, I mean, it's always hard, right? You're never going to get over those feelings for sure. Those feelings are always going to be there, but the thought of actually doing something because of that person can always help those feelings, or doing things for your children can kind of, in a way, make you feel proud because you did it for your parent, right, that you have lost or whatever. And then so like you say, cut out the negativity of it, like, right? Like it's a really, I hate to be insensitive, but yeah, it happened, but you don't want to hold on to it as long as you want to, because it's going to get worse, in my opinion.
Something that I've heard before, when you bury a loved one, sometimes you bury yourself with them.
Right. And that self that knew them.
And that's something
right.
You have to, and it's sad because you don't want to detach from that person, but it's a thing in life where you have to eventually, you can't bury yourself because there's other people depending on you, man, and there's a business depending on you and stuff like that. But
right,
your family, your friends,
right?
Yeah, like if I was to get stuck in that whole mindset of, you know, losing someone, I've lost a lot of people. You know what I mean? I lost friends and stuff like that. It's hard, man. You can't bury yourself with them. I can't explain it because
it's hard.
It's hard. You know what I mean? And everybody has a different process. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody to think that I'm insensitive to it. You know what I mean? And
me too, man. I'm just really bad at like tone and stuff.
You know, that's where we're all heading. At the end of the day, that's where we're all heading. We're not eternal. we're not eternal. That's where we're all heading. Unfortunately, sometimes somebody beats us to the finish line before us.
Right.
I mean, and life is not a race, it's a marathon. And that whole you only live once, it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing.
Agree.
From this is what you make from this moving forward is what you're gonna do. If you bury yourself with someone, then you're like, I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive again, but you're gonna stay there. And I don't want you to think that that's not okay. No, that's perfectly okay. Move on.
Right.
Move on. Like, there's gonna be a thing in life where you're eventually gonna heal some way or another. Maybe again, a gratitude from someone, your own son, you know, looking up, and then deep down inside you, somebody's looking up to you, somebody's looking down to you, and you're like, hey, I'm proud of you.
Yep.
Or you know what I mean? But some of my homies up and they're like, hey, homie, you don't want to be over here. You know what I mean? So,
and that's the whole thing is not being stuck in that and figuring out a way to, like Vinny even said, live for them, right? You want to do it for them, even if they can't express to you physically or emotionally, whatever, that they're proud of you, right? But you see things that fall into place, and then like you might have like an instance where you have like a glimpse of that person, right? Or some scenario happens where it's like, holy shit, I feel like my dad was there type shit. You know, like when Vinny does something and he goes, holy shit, like I know he'd be proud right now. Or even like Ed too, like whenever he's killing it, like he's killing it. And, you know, his dad's smiling down at him going, you're doing it. You know, that's what you have to think about, those things. You can't see them or feel them physically in a sense of like it being present, but you can ponder on that thought and just remember them, and then what they would expect or what they would be proud of you for. And that's kind of the hard part, because you don't get it physically, right? Like you don't get somebody patting you on the back, giving you a hug, sending you a text, calling you. You have to know that they're proud of you. You have to remember that about them, because you know that that's how they are, right?
Yep.
So once you know that, then you can rely on that when you're having hard times, or you're going, why the fuck am I doing this? You go, yeah, go ahead.
But you know how you keep them alive? You never forget them.
Never.
The minute you forget them and you forget what they taught you, or the little impact. I mean, you've told me of a friend that you had that passed away. Yep. But the minute that you forget about them, they're vanished.
Yep.
That's why it was, like I tell you, that's why it was very important to me to have these podcasts or this live that we're doing now. It's like for our kids.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We're not here. This is not going to get erased.
Right.
Like, well, it gets erased after 90 days, but if we don't download it and upload it to YouTube, right? But yeah, shots fired towards me. I know. I got it. But if we never forget those people, always have them in our memories, and like we say, never forget the Alamo. Like that's one thing we say, you know, like it's never forget or come and take them. You know what I mean? It was a symbolism of the sacrifices that they took to win the war, or to win what they had to win. Exactly. So there's people in your life that are gonna be in the battle with you. You know, I call them fallen soldiers, because it's like they're in the battle of life with you. But the minute that you forget them, that's the minute when they never existed. That's why you grave sites, and there's grave sites that have like grass overgrown over there. There's like their tombstones. You can't even read them anymore. They're just mismatched. Right. I'll tell you right now, guys. If you guys have a family member in the cemetery, man, I'm pretty sure, man. In the Hispanic cultures, you know, we have that. You know, we have that. Is if you go visit them, they're there. And my wife would be the first one to tell you, like she has she feels her brothers sometimes being there with her. Or she feels like something's there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm pretty sure lost one. I mean, I don't want to touch the topic because I know.
Yeah, no, it's true. You know, every day I walk out and look at my toolbox up here. It reminds me.
So to walk us through a little
yeah.
of the symbolism of the logo.
Carrie did my logo, and she added the hands after I lost my dad, and it was just kind of, to me, it was a representation of my dad holding me in my business.
And that's awesome.
I love that. And not only is it just a logo, and you have it behind you and on a lot of stuff, didn't you do something that you've never done before?
Are we gonna do a strip contest right now?
Did
Oh no.
you do
Let's
something?
go.
Yes. Look at that. Love it. I fucking love it, dude.
That's your first tattoo, right?
That's my first.
Ever, man.
3.5 hours in the chair.
And you're how old, Ed? If you don't mind. I didn't hear you.
Uh-oh. Here we go again. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Are we good? All right, cool.
Another segment of Shady losing the audio.
Fucking shady service, man.
Oh man. No, dude, it's been a very humbling experience being here in Nebraska.
Yeah.
With the guy that has so much heart, so much passion, and then everybody fucking loves this guy.
Fuck.
Like,
I fucking love it.
if I could do this in Houston, which I don't think it ever happened.
No, it's too big.
I love these small towns, man. Very few shoot guns and tent windows, but
Drink beer.
and dude, can't forget drink beer.
And make food.
Oh yeah, and Michelle, dude, Ed make these damn steaks like this thick. I'm like, dude, I'm surprised we're not burping through this whole. I told Ed, I was like, bro, we're gonna be like, yeah, I mean,
Not enough.
but
Sounds
no,
like
man,
not enough beer.
going back to it, it's like this is the healing process. This is the never forget. This is what it is to live in a small town. There's no fucking excuse. There's no fucking, well, my customers are not gonna pay that shit. Like, there's no, bro. Like,
Dude.
if you guys ever get a chance to meet Ed, man, he's a straight up guy in my book. He's one of us. That's it. Like, it's just, there's no excuse to what you do, man. I mean, I feel today, after being here, I feel like I can lose a limb and just try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or become a sales rep. I'll stumble.
Fucking love it.
Look,
You work at IHOP.
Yeah.
With Eileen.
Oh.
And this is another reason we love Ed. He's so fucking funny and witty, dude.
Dude.
Always fucking come with some bangers just out of nowhere. Love it.
But when you get two jokesters together, this is
Man.
It's hard. And then we understand when it gets serious.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Then we learn how to drive on ice.
Yeah, we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Truck today.
Oh yeah. I can see him from the rear window. Oh shit.
Listen,
Fucking.
I'm so fucking jealous that he got to drive your truck, dude. I'm so jealous, dude.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Fuck you, dude. That's fucked up. Hey, I'm gonna take it around the fuck y'all. I'm gonna take it around the block when I come up there in March, April, whatever. I'm gonna pull up and I want to drive at least one of them.
I'll be jealous as fuck. We drive your truck.
I'll let him drive Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford, you can drive.
You can drive Clifford.
Yeah. Anybody drives.
What am I, the stepchild now?
Not just the chep tap, but the red-headed one. Don't nobody
Hey,
like.
man.
The four-headed one.
I got a red beard, dick.
No, I'm kidding. No,
Hold on.
Something I've heard
Jessica.
about house that nobody likes. That's all I heard. It's a comedy joke.
Hey, bro, all I'm saying is the podcast is back, baby. We're doing it this way from fucking here on out until we get better shit.
I mean, like, just think about it. What did we do this for? We didn't do this for the views. I mean, we did it for us, man. I mean, I'm glad that people, like, I'm really grateful people tune in. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm really grateful that people tune in. Like, I really, really appreciate you guys. And you know, guys, that we don't look for no type of sponsorship. We don't look for no kind of, you know what I mean, we'll take it. You know what I mean? But hey, it's just something different that the industry, like, we can all relate to, man. Like, I feel like we can all relate to this show because this is our truth. Because we hit topics that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah,
like,
but it's also because, like, we always say this, or I always say this, and you've said it now too, is like, this is kind of like a fucking therapy session on Wednesdays, man. Like, we get a little hour to fucking do our consultation, you know, our counseling, whatever you want to call it. Talk to our therapist, you know, you and Ed tonight, and then I'm y'all's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then everybody watching, they get a little, you know, a taste of different, and then they go, oh, well, I guess everybody's kind of damaged, you know? And then it makes it more.
That's true. Yeah, you can't drive Clifford.
God damn it.
Hey, passenger.
Fine. Whatever, dude. Y'all picking on me, motherfuckers. It's all right. I got something for y'all later. It's okay. We're going to take some clips out of this one.
Do the giveaway now. Montana gave us something to give away, right? Explain what the giveaway
Okay,
is.
so Montana made a post for Stay Shady shirts and said anybody that posts a picture with it, then with their shirt that they bought, they are entered in for a prize. He hasn't actually told me what the prize is either, so I have no idea. But we have 8 people that took pictures and posted them on social media when he made the post. So whatever you win, let us know. Tag us on the Dark Truth podcast. Tag me on Stay Shady shirts. Tag Johnny. Tag Ed. Tag everybody. Tag Montana. Pro Tinner. Everybody.
Tag everybody.
But we're gonna do the giveaway now. My wife's gonna do it. Go ahead, Jessica. Press the thing.
Oh, my finger is featured in the podcast.
All right, so here's the winner of whatever the prize is, and it is
Brandon Mills.
Brandon Mills. All right. So we got Brandon Mills winning whatever Montana's giving away. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't know what he's giving away. So it might be something really fucking cool. So Brandon, I know he's probably not watching. He's actually doing some work with a shop that down in Boise that he went down there for a concert, hooked up with a shop, did some PPF and some tinning. He learned a lot of things because he's kind of new. You know, I've talked to you about Brandon before. He's newer. He's only about a year in, not even a year, trying to figure things out.
When can we get Brandon on the show?
We have to talk to him about it because I've got to. You saw the list, dude. We got a list, dog. We get to mark one off because we had Ed on, but we're gonna bring him back on.
Yeah.
But we've got a list, dude. It's like I think it's 20 long now. There's only 52 weeks in the year, so that's 20 weeks of guests. So we're gonna have to talk about when we're doing it. Do what?
We're not having a solo. No more solos.
I think we need to do. But we need to do at least 1 or 2 solos per month, in my opinion, because these are the favorites.
Yeah, hold on.
I need something from you, and we'll discuss that maybe later. Or do you want to do it now?
But wait, there's more. Let's go.
Okay. What I want to do is I have got a tank.
Uh-oh.
I want the Dark Truth logo, and I will put my logo on it. And you two need to figure out how we're going to give it away. And I will ship it.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's not going to come with a hose kit, so you have to get your own hose kit. But I'm going to wrap it with your logo and my logo, and somebody lucky is going to get it free of charge.
Dude. All right. We're going to have to do that next week then. We'll have to do it next week on the Dark.
We're doing it
We're
now.
doing it right
live
now?
Yeah.
How are we doing it?
Ed,
I don't know.
How do you want to do
Dude,
it?
I don't know.
okay, so get a question from the show tonight that you talked about. Just a question, like one fact that happened during the night. Just remember, we have 5 minutes left because Tint Wisdom's going live with Carlos.
So you picked a question.
All right. So this is my question. What? God dang it! Now I'm on the spot.
God darn.
Yep, darn.
All right. What part of the country is Ed from? First person who answers it gets it. We said it like twice or 3 times already. So what part of the country is Ed from? Let's go. Comments. Let's go. No comments.
First one y'all see, I'm not gonna say shit. God damn it.
Oh.
Michelle, you don't count.
I was just about to say Michelle.
Vinny!
Yeah.
We got Vinny.
Vinny got it.
You got it, bro.
Yes.
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 I don't think we're on friends on Facebook. Friend me.
Yes.
Get me your address, get me the logo.
Dude.
I'll get the cake up, and I'll get it shipped to Vinny.
The middle
I
part.
got you, dude. Okay, so the file I'm gonna send you, you're probably gonna have to just say, yes, I do.
No.
He said the middle part.
Yeah, no, you're part of the Dark Truth Podcast employee.
Yeah, she is. She's a part of the staff. So she made the fucking name of the show. She's not eligible.
No.
You can't win stuff for the name of the show you made. You know,
No,
from
just whenever you receive it, it'll be fully wrapped. I'm pretty sure you have some extra hoses. Just
Definitely.
take with it, give us a shout out, whatever you want to do with it. But hey, we're at the 4-minute mark, and we have our tradition of the show. And
Yay.
so
Ed.
we
Ed,
have to.
Yeah, we're giving it to Ed. At the end of every show, you gotta leave the world a piece of advice, a little piece of advice that you would just like give to anybody. You wouldn't just give it out there. You would just just you really appreciate this person and you want them to do good. What would that be? What would your final saying to that person?
The dark truth.
Dark truth, final thought.
Final thought.
Always keep going. If you ever feel down, find a friend, somebody to talk to, get it off your chest, move on with your life. If you're having a bad day, don't quit. Keep going. It can only get better unless you find something to make it worse in your life. Never give up. Ladders seem high when you're at the bottom, but once you start to get up it, keep doing what you're doing. That way, at the end of the day, you can look at yourself and say, yeah, I did it. Look at me, I own my own business now. And I love it. Love every bit of it.
Let's go!
Let's
baby.
go! Yes!
That was awesome.
Dude.
The fucking best, baby. Let's go. I got goosebumps, dog. Look. I got goosebumps, baby.
Love it.
It's the best shit.
That was
I love it.
a lot to take, man. That was very good. Like usually I have to correct it, but that explained itself. Dude,
Yep.
This has been an awesome show, guys.
Told you.
Don't forget, Eric and Carlos are going on next.
Yes.
And Wisdom. Go in there. This has been a freaking awesome.
It's been an awesome week.
Dude.
It's good hanging with you, bro.
Like I told him, like, fuck the hand.
Give me your hugs. Give me your hugs.
Dude, it's been fucking a great 3 days, man. I fucking love you, dude. Cheers to your business. Cheers to success. Guys, on to the next one. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too, Shady.